My wife loves to do like scuba diving. That's her big thing. Loves to scuba dive. And I don't do anything where there's like a safety briefing prior to the activity. I don't want to do anything out of my wheelhouse. First of all, I don't even know how to swim. I missed that whole thing growing up. My grandparents watched us during the week. Now, I had grandparents that lived 52 years in the United States. Not one word of English, nothing. And I didn't speak Italian, so when they watched me, there was a lot of charades, there was a lot of... just a lot of guessing. I just knew they were upset about their health and the way they were feeling. My grandfather never finished a sentence. He would bust out of the bathroom and he'd look right at me and he goes, "Oh, Dudri." I'm sorry, Grandpa, what did you say? Come si chiama di... Ma minchia, cacarai, a pissa on the floor, the floor to the right, come si chiama, to the left, su pisciare. So we're not going to swim class today, Grandpa? I don't understand. Because we need a letter that states why we did not attend, and from what I'm gathering, your dick is crooked and you're pissing all over the floor. I don't even know if they're gonna accept that excuse on a pizzeria napkin that I wrote because you don't know the language. And my grandmother had arthritis everywhere, the poor woman. She could barely walk. You could hear her walk from the refrigerator to the sink. From across the house, you would hear, aspetta, Gutrici, Gutrigatino, figlio mio, Magadriscitri, Huturi, Hagaduricitri, Hugudiscitri, figlio saccata puttana cassa. So now, I don't know how to swim. I didn't grow up with this type of environment like a lot of American families. You know, when the school sent something home, your parents signed it, and that gave you permission to do the field trip or whatever, right? That didn't happen in my house. I would come to the school, and my whole class wasn't there. They went to Washington, D.C., to look at the White House. I'm like, where is everybody? They're like, your parents never handed in the permission slip, so you, Javier, and Athenos are gonna be in the lunchroom for 3 days writing a paper about how immigrant parents don't sign permission slips. Sorry. I don't want to scuba dive. I think something's gonna happen if I do that, all right? I'm fearful. If I jump in, something's gonna go wrong that they've never seen on the boat before. There's gonna be something, oh my God, Tony, we got another hose? No, I thought you brought it. No, I didn't bring it. And I'm gonna be 400 feet. Bring me up. I'm bleeding out of my ears. I knew I shouldn't have done it. My wife grew up in Florida. You know, she grew up on the ocean, so she wants to like jet ski or wave run. We rented a wave runner once. We got one. She drove and I sat in the bitch seat. Now the guy comes out And I gotta listen to the guy's instructions. My wife don't listen. She got no attention span. I gotta hone in on the guy. Guy's like, here's your life vest, man. Put that on. I said, listen, you gotta put it on. I can't put this on. I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna miss a buckle. Shit's gonna fly off. You gotta do it. He's like, here's your mouthpiece. I'm like, oh my God, we could lose our teeth on this activity? I look at my wife, she got nothing on. I said, put on your mouthpiece. Put on your mouthpiece. Put on your mouthpiece. We could lose our teeth, honey. So there's 4 other people that rented Wave Runners. Now the guy's got to come out and give us the whole spiel. He's like, all right, listen, there's orange buoys all over the ocean. It's giving you the perimeter of where you can and cannot go. Now, on the southeast side of the ocean, we spotted some sharks earlier this morning. Stay away from the southeast side. Now, me, I don't know southeast, north, I don't know any of that shit. If you told me right now what way is it, I have no idea. I don't know the compass. And I don't ask, too. If I don't know something, I don't ask. If we're in mixed company, I just ask my wife, do you know where southeast is? No. Okay, we're gonna get eaten by sharks tonight. Okay, let's go. We're gonna get eaten by sharks because I don't want to ask the guy, embarrass myself in front of 8 people I don't know because I didn't pay attention in 5th grade. This guy's in the middle of his speech. He's like, all right, on the north side, and my wife guns it. She don't even listen. She's like, I'm like, oh my God, babe, go back. Go back. It's rough water, babe, go back. Slow down, babe. I'm paralyzed, babe. I can't feel nothing. My shoulders are numb, my fingertips, I can't feel nothing, babe. Go back. I'm bleeding, babe, out of my mouth. The blood is pooling in my mouthpiece. My dick's in your ass, babe. Get it out. This is a family-friendly beach. It's a family-friendly beach, babe. She just doesn't know. Now, we spent some time at the beach. By the time we left, it was dark. Because we hit a friend's house on the way home. And we were in my wife's car. My wife's car never got gas. Every time I get in, I go, what the f-? I go, I gotta get, we can make it. No, we got 4 miles left. We got 28 to go. Just do the math. Station. My biggest fear, getting murdered at a gas station, pumping gas. Because we all have our gas stations that we go to. It's your primary one. You go there, and that's your one. But when you go out of your neighborhood and you gotta pull into some weird one at midnight, like when you leave here tonight, if you're low on gas, you pull into a weird neighborhood you don't know, you gotta be on high alert. As soon as you get out of the car, you gotta ask yourself, where's the murder coming from tonight? You never give yourself a full tank at night. You give yourself just enough, $2, couple squirts. Let's keep this thing going. Now this one we pulled in, the credit card machine didn't work. So now I gotta go in that death hut. That little mini-mart. You ever go into a mini-mart at midnight? It's a pit stop for criminals. They commit crime and then they stop off to grab a Slurpee on their way home. So my wife's in the car. She has no idea the scenario I have created outside the vehicle. Now, through the open window, I said to my wife, hey, listen up. Dial 911 on that phone. Put your thumb on send. Hop in the driver's seat. Roll all the windows down. If you see me sprint out of the mini-mart, gun it, and I'll dive in the car. She's like, oh my God, what's going on? I said I'm going in the mini-mart. It's midnight. I could get murdered at any minute out here, and you're playing words with friends? Shut it down. You ever approach that thing? You don't even know if it's open half of the time. You get out of the car and you stop in your tracks. You're like, is this place open? You're just looking for a head, something. Somebody taking a Dorito bag, any sign of life in there. And you open the door. You're sometimes even surprised it opened. The floor is always wet. Why is the floor drenched at a gas station at midnight? Are they mopping up from the last murder? Why is it wet? Now I walk in, right? Stand in line, looking around. Those of you who do Krav Maga, it's called situational awareness. You look at everything in front of you, try and figure out what's happening, nonverbals. It's always a guy by the Gatorades, just kind of looking in the Gatorade. I'm waiting for him to just reload. Not getting murdered at a gas station. I keep to myself. I was at home a couple months ago talking to my father about like all this stuff, right? And my father had a bunch of mail on the table. 72 years old, the U.S. mail becomes the focal point of my father's day. Just everything in just stacks. Ever look at your parents' mail? I looked at one piece of mail. It said his name. It said Salvatore Nun Maniscalco. I said, Dad, what is this? He goes, yeah, the application. They asked me for my middle name. I put Nun. What? What do you know? He wanted to come over and help me with there's a construction job, right? But my dad doesn't know. I got like a contractor that I got doing this stuff. He's like, I'm gonna help you. I go, Dad, it's all right. You forget it. You're 72. What are you gonna do? I wish I knew how to do it. There's guys in here that know how to build. I got buddies like this. They build like a deck on the weekend. You go over to their house and they're always like, you want to see the deck I built? You built a deck? When? Today. Today? I took a nap. You built the whole deck? You know guys like this? Flatbed, F-150. Sawdust, got a shed in the back. A lot of wood. I don't do any of this. I gotta hire a contractor. And this guy could tell me anything, I believe him. Every morning he comes down, it's a different thing. He's like, Sebastian, can I talk to you for a second? My 38 years of contract, I've never seen anything like this. The wall, it's a wall, the wall. There's a bend in the wall. Come on, feel it, feel the bend. Like an idiot, I'm like, okay, I feel the bend. I don't really feel it. Well, it's there. We could leave it. It's entirely up to, we could leave this wall as is. But when you're watching the game on Sunday, the house could fall down on your family. You tell me. You ever get a contractor to work at your house? They'll do the job, they start it, they get a bigger job. Now they pull their whole crew, they work the bigger job, bigger money. Now you're sitting there, nobody. I got no floor, no ceiling, nothing. They send one guy, after 5 days, one guy comes strolling in, relaxed, right? He comes strolling in. Hey, what? I said, where is everybody? I don't know. I'm here to sweep from side to side. No, Dan told me, a lot of dust. I got to sweep it. I got no floor. What are you guys gonna do here with the floor? Oh, with the floor, he told me gonna put the chingarera on the side. The chingarera. What do you know? I go, chingarera? I never even seen that in the architectural drawing. I don't know what you're talking about. No, he told me to put the chingarera on the side and tighten it, you know. But I don't have it because I don't got my truck. I got my Ford Festiva. You gotta go to Home Depot. You gotta go to Home Depot. They'll go to Home Depot? Man, that store, I don't fit in. I don't even have the wardrobe to walk in there. That's a lot of brown, beige boots. Pencil tucked behind the ear. Tape measures hanging on. Everybody's measuring at Home Depot. How much you need? 1/4 of an inch? I don't know nothing over there. I gotta ask questions. I found a woman that worked there. I'm like, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, to bother you, but I've been here for 2 hours. I'm looking for a chingarera for us. Hi. No, he told me it was a chingarera for us. Hi. You don't have that here? You guys have been great. This has been one fantastic evening. Thank you so much, New York City. Thank you up there.